You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
So, I go to the 3rd monolith, turn it on, reset the vault, and voila!
That is just the thing, Pathfinder Rider. There is no 3rd monolith. It's lost.
How do you lose an entire monolith?
It could be destroyed for all we know.
We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So, what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
How can I help?
You said something about Angaran fanatics here?
Yes. Havar is home to the Rokar. They are hardliners. The Ket invasion has made them hostile to all aliens. Be prepared to defend yourself.
Did you know about Havarl's decline?
Most Angara say that ruin is a long way off. There are Dara on the other side of the planet, where it's still safe to live. But maybe not for much longer.
I have to go. We'll speak again later.
Of course.
What is it?
What's wrong with Havarl?
The fabric of life is warped. It begins when the flora and fauna mutate. Monstrous, untenable growth ensues. Cancer, corruption, deformity. Things spring up, live, and die in a matter of days. The jungle you see now is not the jungle that was 2 days ago. It will be different again in a week.
But everything looks so alive.
Havarl produces life in abundance, but it doesn't support life the way it used to. Our ecosystems are failing. Dar Palev used to be a bustling town, did you know? Now look. We've seen the signs in other parts of the planet. It started, and it'll end like this.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Rider.
What can I help with?
Mithratha and the sages. Tell me more about that.
We don't know much. They limit their interactions with everyone else. Even when they need to trade, they say very little. Kiran's probably ashamed I even brought them up. It's just that I once heard... Stars, you'll mock me.
I won't mock or tease. You have my word. Please go on.
When I was small, I overheard a story the sages tell of a man who lived through the Scourge. The Scourge shut down the monoliths on all planets. The vaults stopped working. But this man understood Remnant. They don't know how. And he did something. He's the reason the vault and the 2 monoliths worked for as long as they did. And if the tale's true...
Maybe they know the location of the 3rd monolith.
Yes.
Before you got caught in that stasis field, Kiran says you were studying the monolith. What did you learn?
There's a vault here. When the Scourge hit, It took down some functionality. It's still working to some extent, but with only 2 out of 3 monoliths, the system is off balance.
And you can't reset it without the third one.
Exactly. We hoped that with enough understanding of the monoliths, we could attach our own tech to it, correct it somehow. But progress is slow. Too slow.
You said you saw Turians in the jungle?
Is that what they're called? We didn't know. We just kept out of sight. They crashed here, I think.
Were they all right? Or are they still alive?
Still alive? I don't know. We were stuck in that stasis field for a while. I guess they could still be out there. Unless they tried to eat something. Or the Roca got them. I'll give you the nav point and you can go see for yourself.
We can speak more later.
I told my colleagues what you did for me. You've made a lot of friends on Havaral, Pathfinder.
The feeling's mutual. I hope you find your lost colonies.
If they exist, our people out there need to know they are not alone. In the meantime, the recent upheaval exposed ruins we never knew existed down in the valley. I'm told there are glyphs that resemble star charts. I'm staying to investigate. I better get to work. Pavoa, Pathfinder, always good to see you.
But I am in danger. A plant or... What now?
I won't... Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. If those floaty remnant bots try to push us off the edge, I'll be mad.
We don't know what's down there.
What do you think this was for? Some kind of aqueduct?
Heads up! Rokar and...
Turians?
Those are Natanus uniforms, Pathfinder.
Turian are?
Gravity goes away! The party just got bigger.
Another memory trigger?
Yes. Though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Let's do this!
Shot to the gut. Painful. I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is... trying.
Sarah Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
What, like their laundry?
More like classified assassinations and espionage. The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our Pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every Pathfinder we can get.
Debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
You go left, I go right?
Something like that. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
Anything from the crash belongs to the Initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanus, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
Pathfinder?
Are you and Mason close?
We know each other well, yes?
Did I say something wrong?
No, sorry. I'm just not used to discussing my personal life.
You must have some great stories from your Spectre days.
Not that I can tell. That's kind of the point of classified ops.
Surely you can bend the rules after 600 years.
Bending the rules? Yeah, that's what I thought being a Spectre was all about. Saren Arterius himself recommended me to the Council. Whatever their command, I carried it out, without question.
Saren? The rogue Spectre who led the Geth attack on the Citadel?
If you believe the rumors, the Saren I knew was ruthless, not crazy. But something made him snap. Everyone has a breaking point. I got out before I hit mine. Mason convinced me Andromeda was my chance to live outside the shadows. That's why I'm here.
How are the other survivors holding up?
They're in shock. Too busy surviving to grieve or take stock at what's happened. But when things eventually do calm down, it'll hit them. And it won't be pretty.
Do the Rokar attack often?
Only when they find us. Bad as they are, damn plants are the bigger danger. I keep telling the others not to eat anything raw, but when you're starving, logic's the first thing to go.
Take care, Abatus.
Likewise, Ryder.
I haven't slept through the night.
Angaran, and very old.
That's it.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Got it. Let's give this a try.
sages up here know anything about the Remnant. It's probably too much to hope they'll share secrets with us.
On it. What do we have here? Looks like we need to find another way.
bypassed our security. How is that possible? An alien?
What, like it's hard?
Even we have trouble understanding remnant tech. Only a handful here can operate our own gates. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it. Reset the vault.
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
You're just giving up on your planet? Isn't this your birthplace? Don't you want to save it?
A chasm separates want from can. What you ask, no one can give. The memory of the monolith resides within a thread that slipped from our grasp.
I'm not sure I follow.
Reincarnation. The soul that's returned time and again. An unbroken thread. There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
Okay, let me get this straight. Someone could remember the monolith from a past life?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom, tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
I'll look into this. What have we got to lose anyway?
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope. You're still here, I see.
You mentioned an heirloom? An object you think will bring Zorai's memories back?
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family. We do not understand why or how this happens, and it has only happened on rare occasions. In all cases, the heirloom was ancient. Old Angara tech from before the Scourge.
Tell me more about Zorai.
The histories describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places. There are even accounts of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Angaran thought. In order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true, 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
The soul grows through many lifetimes. By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the soul is not like the growth of the mind. Memories are not required for the soul to develop. Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction. A person may become fixated on what was, and their soul consequently stagnates.
I'll go. Thank you for speaking to me.
Of course.
Sam, another memory prompt?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Relax, give the kid a break. Looks like he needs it.
Did the shrieking winds give us a break when we first sailed across the uncharted skies? No. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
Unearthed remnant artifacts?
Right on cue.
Funny, Ryder. Come on, aren't you curious? Imagine what we could learn.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief. It is a matter of record. Some artifacts were even left in unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time. Back again?
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
Well, I've seen lots of things. You'll need to be more specific.
My sister, Amara, she grew disillusioned with life here and left for Palav. She must live there now.
Palav was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
Automated protocol activated. Deploying forward station.
Ah, good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
Just lucky, I guess?
All right. Don't reveal any secrets. Angara, who live close to Remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use Remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all Remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
Back again?
Must be missing something. Guess we'll try again later.
The monoliths are connected, sending instructions across the planet. But with only 2 of 3, it's like the planet's running a string of code with a chunk missing.
Arc Natalis.
Why isn't it just completely broken like the other planets we've seen?
Might have to do with what Havarl was like originally. Like a vault's instructions for each planet are different. That makes sense, right? Right?
Arc Natalis debris. Tagged for salvage. 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 Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Haval has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Asmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be a remnant crawling all over this place.
There has to be another explanation for this reincarnation thing.
Esmus said it's within families. Maybe it has something to do with that. Some kind of genetic memory? An ancestor's experiences becoming instinct in their descendants. I mean, Asari can share memories.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove or gauntlet. Smashed, though. Inside studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
I wish we could study it instead of giving it to this Tavos person.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
This thing's wrecked. Vines and computers don't mix.
Pathfinder, we might be able to reconnect power.
Old generator. Might still work. That should get that console up and running again. This is it. Amara Dosen. This must be her. They moved her across the planet.
Downloading information.
Let's get this to a Murd.
Axel! You've killed men under my charge. And now you'll crown that achievement by killing me too. Does that please you, savage?
I had to defend myself. Your men didn't stop to let me speak.
Shooting first has saved us from countless encounters with Ket.
I think it's pretty obvious I'm not Ket.
You're an alien. You cannot be trusted. Tell me why you come here, so I know why I've died.
The sages on Mithrava think you could remember the location of the third monolith. Because you used to know where it is, in a past life.
The sages sent you. Those secretive fiend brains with their scutting... They don't even care that their people are being enslaved and killed by Ket. My friends died for this?
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying my best to find the third monolith and save Havarl. I have an artifact or heirloom or something. I'm going to set it down, and I need you to take hold of it.
What? And?
Is it doing something? Doesn't look like it.
Wait. There are things like this in the museum on Aya. Ancient Angaran tech. This fits over a hand. Contacts on the inside for myoelectric control of... What did you do to me?
Are you alright?
I know things. The underground monolith. I remember. Pain. Desperation.
I need you to take me there. Please. If you do this, we can save Havarl. Together.
You're an alien. I can't trust...
Then let me try to earn your trust. Please.
Deep beneath the surface, but not far. Meet me here. These coordinates. I will guide you the rest of the way. Just let me compose myself first. My head feels split in two.
Why do you and the rest of the Rokar hate aliens so much?
With everything the Ket have done, how can we not? If the Rokar discover I helped you, they will see me as a traitor.
I'm sorry for everything the Ket have done.
I don't need your apologies or your sympathy. Don't know how or why, but I need to help you find the monolith. Driven to work with you, and yet detesting you. My head's a mess. Yes?
Asmo says you have the soul of someone they call Zorai. Who's that?
The sages believe Zorai had rare knowledge of Remnant, and was alive when the Scourge came. When I was young, they came from Mithrava to speak with my mother. Tried to convince her that I possessed Zorai's spirit.
They intended to take me with them. My mother ran them off. They never tried again. Now my mind is filled with images and impressions that aren't mine. Maybe the sages were right.
Maybe they were. I suppose it's possible, after all we've seen in Helios already.
Knowing why it happens won't help me sort through the feelings in my head.
I'll see you at the location you gave me.
All right.
Ah, good. I've wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
With an artificial intelligence.
So that... And God, it requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work...
Back again?
I think...
The data modules contain our histories.
Did you find anything about my sister?
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should have the specifics.
Thank you. With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
I can't say if leaving is right for you.
I don't want to die in an unfriendly place. If I leave, that's something that could happen. Perhaps a message, a letter. Perhaps that will be enough. Thank you, Ryder.
Paula said you were ill?
Yes. An incurable condition that occurs frequently in Mithrava's population. We lose the ability to effectively absorb sunlight. The Angara rely on sunlight for bioenergy. Without it, we weaken. Eventually, my body will be unable to sustain brain function. I'll fall into a coma and die.
Tell me more about your sister, Amara.
We were born here, but she grew up and disagreed with Mithrava's principles. Argued against our seclusion. When she could not sway the others, she left, choosing to join Angara society. It's been over 30 years now. There were others in our litter, but it was different with Amara and I. We were Vastanari, a shared soul.
I have a twin. It's not exactly the same thing, but I think I know what you mean.
Family, but closer than most. Perhaps you understand a little.
I'll leave you now.
It's here. I just have to. It helps if I still my mind. I've been here before. Familiar. 1, 2, 3 indentations. Palm here. It worked.
Wow. It was under their noses the whole time.
The rest of the remnant in the area may have prevented scans from detecting it.
There were remnant machines here. Zorai was able to make them stop.
How did he learn to use remnant tech? It's not like there's a manual.
Zorai watched the Watchers. That's all I'm getting. I'm not sure what it means. The others slept, but I stayed awake. Unmoving, but seeing. Learning.
Sounds like the stasis field around the first monolith. Maybe Zorai was able to shake off the effects. Maybe that changed him.
Here. There's something here. I remember.
Builder machines exhaust me. Mind and body must be engaged wholly or the...
Organic matter, ancient, reads as Angara.
It's Zorai.
She died here, before she could get to the third monolith. This was me. I would like to spend some time here. But not now. The third monolith can't be far. Come on.
This way?
Yes. This is all feeling familiar. At least I think it is.
That's something you don't see every day.
It's done. You finished what Zorai could not so long ago.
I'm sorry, Tavos.
No. There's nothing to be sorry about. She didn't complete what she set out to do, but she didn't fail. The two monoliths she reactivated kept Haval going. Without them, the planet would have died. Go on to the vault, Pathfinder. I think I'll stay here a moment. I have a lot to think about.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Samnode on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turned the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. You can hack the turret, Pathfinder.
So much better when they're on our side.
You can hack the turret, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
There must be a trick to this. Let's give it a try. closer.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to stop in the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! They didn't like that!
Just recorded a surge. What happened?
Vault's back up. We did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Palav. We've a lot to discuss.
Alien, able to use remnant.
To you?
Never.
Pathfinder Rider, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Asmus? What are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds. Talking to you was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find.
We all need to find balance, I think.
Tavos, I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar want simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
That was kinda heartwarming to see.
There has been healing today. Havarl. The rifts between my people, and you're to thank. There is some space here at Dar Pelev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.
Leaving Havarl. Reg is yours, Pathfinder.